Yo, what is good, YouTube? We're back, and it's been quite a while since my last upload, and you guys noticed some changes, man. I finally am starting to hire out my thumbnails. Tired of doing it on my own. I can tell it's hurting my viewers, stuff like that, so it's time to invest. I also invested in a microphone, guys. At least I don't sound like I did with my headset like I did before. So if I had to guess, you guys clicked on the video because of the buzz I made about this build on TikTok. Like, you guys saw the little montage I was making. I was catching bodies, shooting from half, fading from half, doing pretty much anything you could want to do on this build, and I still had some defense. Obviously, guys, it's like you gotta take hits somewhere to make builds like this. Well, obviously, you guys know I'm a stage player, man. I'm never gonna make a build that's not competitive. Like, if you can't use it in the stage, I'm not gonna make the build. I'm not gonna tell anyone else to make the build. So, guys, the name of the build, it is a 6'2". It's a pretty high wingspan. I'm gonna get into it when I get into the build tutorial. It's a 6'2", and it's called a floor spacing slasher. And I know you guys, when you guys see a floor spacing slasher, you assume it's going to be a 6'6". No, bro, I would never make a 6'6". That shit is horrible. I don't know why people hype it up as much as they do. You can do way more damage on a 6'2" than you ever could on a 6'6". Like, obviously, you got to make the build with an intention in mind. Like, you want to know what you're going to be using it for, what it's going to be good for. 6'6" could be good, but if you're going to be playing guard in the stage, I still think 6'2" is the way to go. A lot of people say 6'4". I still think 6'2" is the best height for guards. And some of you guys are probably wondering, I was like, how do you get a 93 drive and dunk, a 92 3 ball, and high ball handle on a build, guys? The way to do it, you guys see in the top right, I'm only running gold speed booster, gold playmaking. That's all you can get. I can't get the Hall of Fame, man. It's unrealistic. And don't be one of those guys like saying, oh, you're moving so slow. Trust me, bro, I've used every guard build imaginable on this game, bro. The difference is not night and day. You could easily get away with gold speed booster on this game. Like, I'm telling you guys, you're gonna take build advice from anybody. I'm making a guard in this game, you should take it from me. I'm almost on my 5th guard build now. I've tried pretty much about everything on this game, trying to tweak every little thing, trying to find the best build. In the recording of this video, my build's at about like a 93 overall. I don't have a mid-range, I don't have a driving layup, so it's still missing a lot of things to be at its max potential. Like, there's a lot of things this build does that none of my other builds do, and that's utilizing the 93 drive. Now, you guys see, I'm going up with a meter dunk almost every time, and it's just a smart thing to do so you don't get kicked out of animations as much. And as you can see, I have a 93 drive and dunk, so my meter, like my green window on my meter is enormous. Like, this is the type of build this gotta be your playstyle if you're gonna make this build. Don't think you're gonna come on this build and start just slinging threes left and right and not using all of its assets. Like, you're gonna ask me, like, can you hit fades out the gates with a 92 3 ball? Yes, you can, but it's extremely RNG at that point and extremely hard to hit that window. Like, keep in mind, guys, I have this build right here, a 92 3 ball. I have another build that's a 94 3 ball and another build that has a 98 3 ball. And the difference between the three is night and day. You can definitely feel it when timing your shots. Like, keep in mind, guys, I made this build due to my inability to be able to shoot the ball after the patch. Like, everyone was struggling, I was struggling, bro. I was looking for ways to get out of the struggle. So I dropped my 3-point rating, I dropped my ball handling, I dropped my excel, my speed, I dropped everything. Threw on drive and dunk, man, so I could just run into the paint and dunk the ball, because my dunk meter is not going to change on me like my shot does. But now, guys, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've kind of moved away personally from the build, because honestly, I learned how to shoot with the new patch, and I'm back to shooting how I was. I'm having 5+ threes a game on my 98 3-ball build, so I went back to that one. Like, while I was having a hard time shooting, my slasher was my main build, but I've sort of kind of moved away from it now that I'm able to shoot. But obviously, I still find the build very fun to use. Like, this build is still very usable in the stage, even on the 10K, probably even in Prime, everything like that. But the thing is that if you become a guard where you can get a 3 almost every play, there's almost no reason to use a 93 drive and dunk. But of course, dunking on people is always going to be one of the most fun things to do on NBA 2K. And this is pretty much the only guard build you're going to be able to do that on. Alright, guys, let's get into the badges I got rocking with. Here we go, the C tiers, man. Nothing going on there. You got the bronze rebound chaser. Does come in pretty clutch. That's pretty much the only bronze badge that's going to be doing anything. B tier, man, we got the corner special, we got the open looks, we got the comeback kid. As you can see, we got all the other ones, but we need to upgrade our mid-range and our layup, like I was saying earlier. And then for the A tiers, guys, Hall of Fame ankle breaker, one of the most broken badges on this game, guys. Get you so many open threes. We got the gold guard up, the precision dunker, in my opinion, I don't think it really does much. When I had bronze precision dunker, my windows were the same size, so I don't really know what that does. I got the gold green machine, and then you got the silver agent threes. Does let you down. I can't. Blinders goes to gold. I can't get it off bronze on this build. I don't know why. On my other builds, I got it on Hoff. And then you got the gold blow by. The gold blow by is probably the best playmaking badge when it comes to pure speed on this game, guys. You guys know I have a 92 speed low excel that has Hall of Fame playmaking, but it has silver blow by. And I'm not even joking to you guys. This build does feel faster at times, even with the 83 excel and the 86 speed. And then you got the gold posterizer, probably the best badge this build gets, guys. It's absolutely broken. You guys see when I'm putting these dudes in contact dunk, it's like I gotta try to miss the dunk sometimes. It's so easy. And then you got the gold speed booster, the gold killer combos, and the silver deadeye, man. Silver limits range, worst badge in the game, doesn't work. And when you guys make this build, guys, you got your floor sets. Please tell me you guys hit level 40, because if you didn't, you're gonna have a hard time. I don't know if you'll have a hard time, but definitely get posterizer gold, guys. That's your best badge, and you're only gonna get it to gold. So you use your floor setter on gold, or on the posterizer. Now let's get on to the builder, guys. As you guys can see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 guard builds, guys. I'm about to be on my 5th. I'm thinking about upgrading this, guys. I'm thinking about going with another low excel, but dropping the 3-point down, put it on a higher driving dunk, and get that bronze bailout on the build. And I'll probably be done maybe like next month or something when I get to it. I got around 300k VC. I don't want to Iron Man myself, so I'm gonna try to get to like 500k VC before I make that. Alright guys, here we go. The floor spacing slasher build. Alright guys, starting off with a name, you want to put first name Twitch, last name Coswell, guys, so you can promote my Twitch out there, or promote my YouTube, whichever one works for you. Number obviously doesn't matter. I'd prefer right-handed on this game. I went 210 pounds on mine. I don't know. A lot of people, I get in this stage, I get in a party series, I'm a 6'8" wingspan. Every time I get in a game with somebody and they're talking, bro, they always like, why is your guard so fat, bro? Why is he so huge? I don't know me, but I don't know about y'all, but for me, I think like burlier guards, they just get better dunk animations, guys. Obviously, on my slight builds, I'm like, obviously on my slight builds, I'm not going for dunks, so I do go for the aesthetic there. So starting off, guys, we're going to throw in the heavy hitters, man. The biggest thing on this build, guys, that 93 driving dunk is when you unlock the gold posterizer. Obviously, you're going to put your vertical up to 85. There you go. The gold posterizer, guys. The gold posterizer is the best badge you're getting. You put the 85 vert, so you can unlock every single contact dunk animation except for the 96 ones, of course. Then you're going to want to max out your three-pointer to that 92, guys. You went 6'8" wingspan. Because you guys didn't know, it's not like other years where it's like you lower your wingspan, you get higher attributes. It literally caps it off. Like, say you're settling, you're going to make like, say I wanted a 93 pointer. It makes no sense to keep a 6'8" wingspan. It's better to just make my wingspan even longer because it's not going to, like, you know, take my 3-point rating down. So always, guys, make sure when you're making your build, or if you're making your, like, say you're making a center and you want your guy to be heavy and you want him to still be fast, if you want to know like that cap breaker, don't, like, you could push your weight all the way up until that point until it's not able to, like, until you can't get it on your build anymore. So you guys can go with the heaviest and the longest possible height and length, weight, everything like that. So you got that 92 3-pointer, guys. It does only get you silver agent 3. There's a big letdown, but it does give you the silver limitless range, which hopefully they do fix sometime in the future, man. I think silver will be just good enough. I don't think you're going to be needing gold to be shooting from Uganda, stuff like that. Then for the ball handle, guys, you're going to want to go 93. I know a lot of you guys that play guard, like, oh, you don't get Steve Francis. You only got gold handles for days. You only got gold killer combo, or whatever badges you get at 95. Yeah. I'm going to give you guys the SIGs I use for this build because you guys don't need Steve Francis. If you're going to a 95 attribute just to get Steve Francis, you're wasting attributes. There's other SIGs that are just as good that will get the job done just as well. And I'm going to hand those to you guys after I show you the rest of the build. So you got the, after you get the 93 ball handle, you want to throw on the 90 speed with ball, guys. If you guys didn't know, Kyrie Irving dribble style, best dribble style on the game. And it's going to have you moving. Like, you guys see me in the clips, I'm moving like a Hall of Fame speed boost and guard. And then for the PA, guys, I went 77. I know I always preach, I'm like, oh my god, bailout is the best badge on the game, but it's just not possible if you want to have a high dunk, 3, ball handle, everything like that. Bailout is like just like a cherry on the top badge, man. Now you guys absolutely have to put your acceleration at 83. You could go lower if you just there for the badges, but I'm telling you guys, the gold blow by is an absolute game changer. When you're coming down the court and you're like attacking the defender's side and you get one of those blow by animations, you get in a dunk every single time. You got that 93 driving dunk to back it up. Guys, the thing you're going to be wanting to do on this build is being rim running. And what's going to help you rim run is gold blow by. It's going to give you guys those clamp breaker animations, so you absolutely need to throw that on. Then for the stamina, I went with a 96 stamina, guys, because I'm only getting goal handles for days. So if I go up to a 99, it's not getting me to Hall of Fame handles for days. So I did stick at 96. But guys, you do feel the low stamina on this build. Like, I do run out of stam way faster than I do with my Hall of Fame. So you guys gotta just keep that in mind. So when you have the first open shot, you gotta take it with this build. And guys, for the defense, guys, you're gonna want to max out your block, max out that rebound. You only need 60 defensive rebound to get that gold or get that bronze rebound chaser. But you should honestly just put it as high as you possibly can. You want to put this to like 55 so it doesn't increase your strength. And then you want to max out your standing dunk to a 45 so you can get those, I don't know what it's called, but it's a 45 standing dunk to be able to stand dunk on this game. So yeah, you need that, and I would just put the rest on. You either go defensive rebound like I did, or you could drop it down to 60 because you're not going to get to the silver rebounder chaser. And then you could max out your stam. Maybe, I don't know what else you put on. I maxed out the rebound. That's what I did. All right, guys, that is the build. So you get into that. I went no free throw. I don't play prom. I don't think I ever will, guys. I'm not too, like, I'm more focused on content than I am playing 5v5 against kids who play the game all day. So that's the build, guys. The 6'2" floor spacing slasher. Now, before I get into the animations I do that build, guys, I want to show you an alternate build if you guys want to be more well-rounded, and what I honestly think is a better build. If I could go back, I would do it. So look, you go back in the builder, guys. 6'2" minimum weight, 6'2" wingspan. So you can get that 89 driving dunk, guys. With that 89, you also want to drop your vert down to a 78. Do I think you need 93? Probably not. Have I tried 89? No, I haven't. So don't quote me on this, but honestly, I think this would be better. You're still going to be dunking your open dunks, and if you use meter when you're open, your windows should still be enormous. I don't know why it wouldn't be. So 89, guys, you still get contact dunks. You don't get all the ones you do if you had a 93, but you do get a lot. You get like basically the basic standing, or not standing. You get the basic driving like contact dunks. 89 is like for the off one, like the first one. I think that's the best one, the most common one I usually do be getting. So you drop that down, and you want to put your 3 to as high. You probably go 94, because 94 to 95 is not that big of a difference. Okay, so I took the defense off. You can get a 96 3-ball, guys. Do I think defense is that important? I'd say it helps a lot, but you can live without it. I've been living without it almost this whole year, guys. That voice is actually the only build I have defense on. Does it get me some extra stops down the stretch when I need them? Yes, it does. But at the same time, guys, having that 96 3-pointer, it's going to put you in spots where you're not going to need those stops. You got that 96 3-pointer, you got the 89 driving dunk, you want to go rim run. And obviously, guys, you know I advocate for the bailout. But if you guys that got that high of a driving dunk, you shouldn't have to bail out. You should be able to go bring that in the paint and get bailed out in the paint and not have to pass out. So yeah, I would just go with something like this if you're going to go the floor space and slasher route, man. And you got yourself a shot creating 3-level threat, man. You want to be different in the stage, man, in the part, man. I haven't seen a single kid with a build like this, but you can definitely work with this build, man. 2K20, you guys, one of the most OP builds, the offensive threat. And this is basically the same thing. Whole lot of dunking, whole lot of shooting, a whole lot of no defense. Alright guys, here are the SIGs that I do have on this build, guys. The only difference is in the signature size of I can't use the Steve Francis, so I'm throwing on the De'Aaron Fox, man. It's just as fast. The crossover is very fast for De'Aaron Fox. You won't feel that much of a difference. And then as for the dunks, guys, what I'm rocking with, of course, I buy every single contact dunk I can get. Stay away from 2-foot moving dunks because they're very slow. The only one I've had good experience with is this athletic windmill, guys. It does get chased down sometimes, like you'll get anchored out of it sometimes. But at the same time, when you get a meter dunk with it, you almost never get anchored out. I think it's pretty good. It's the only good 2-foot dunk in the game. And when it comes to off one, you want to go with a side clutch off one. It's the only one you should have. It is the best. This is the new quick drops. It's better than quick drops. It was in the game last year, and all the good guards used it for wagers with bronze limitless. It was one of the best dunks, man. If you got, it was very rare. It was very hard to get, but when you did get it, you weren't getting blocked. And then obviously, guys, the contact dunks, throw them both on. The standing dunks, what I was talking about earlier, the 45 driving dunk or 45 standing dunk, all you need for that. In the signature dunks, I know a lot of you guys might want to say, oh, I'm going to throw on Russell Westbrook. Don't do it. It's horrible. it will get you blocked every single game. These dudes in the stage know what they're doing, bro. They're gonna be wide jumping. They're gonna chase your down. They're gonna chase your ass down every single time with that little cockback. It's not gonna work. You're gonna get blocked a lot. So don't throw that on, guys. And that is going to be the end of the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, man, make sure you hit that sub button, hit that like button, leave a comment down below what kind of video you want to see next, as well as follow me on the Twitter. Never miss an update. Follow me on Twitch, guys. I'll be going live over there. I'll be going live on TikTok. You guys know I'm uploading on TikTok almost daily. So go follow me everywhere, man. And I'll see you guys on the next one, guys. We're going to be posting every Saturday at 6 p.m., guys. And I'll see you guys next time.